Hello, people. This is the afternoon lab of July 28th, and it's for assignment number 9. Here is a problem that you're asked to take this part and parameterize it. And what that means is that you should be able, or I should be able, to go to your tree and by clicking on each one of these, left double clicking on each one of these, should be able to change the numbers. The numbers or the material or the name of the part, and everything should be reflected in Catira. Now, the only comment that I have here is that notice that here you on the very top you have material equal to base, or MAT equal to base. Now, when you start the part, before you make absolutely anything, you can put a material on it. And when you do that, immediately it creates a parameter for you. And the name of that parameter that it does it by itself is big M A T E R I L, material, starting with the uppercase M. So what you do is you just apply that material, you get this first line, except that it doesn't say MAT, it says material. You can go and change the name of it as I will show you. I'm not creating a parameter myself. The parameter is automatically created as soon as you put material on it. But I'm going to rename that so that it doesn't say uppercase M A T E R I L, it says MAT as I want it. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. And then after that, you can create these other parameters, and finally you can do the nominal part. So let's go there. Start with the part file. Okay, and immediately I apply a material. I mean, this is interesting because I haven't done anything, but I apply a material, for example, aluminum, and notice that immediately a parameter has been created. Now, I don't want it to be called material. I want it to be called MAT to keep me and the GAs happy. Right? What you can do is you can go to f of x, and there's the default name. I don't like that material. I want to call it MAT. It's not that I don't like it. It's just that I wanted to call it MAT right there. MAT equal to aluminum, for example. All right, good. Now we're going to create our material in this order, although you can change the order, but since I gave you the order, please do that according to that. And then, so you're going to go to f of x. At the very bottom left corner, right here, it says new parameters. The first one is a string, which is going to be name of the part. And then say you click on it, and you give it the name NAME, name, just like I want it. Okay, and you give it some dummy name, dummy. Okay, and then another one. Notice it is created, and then we want in that list. I want WR, etc., etc. So, and I'm going to use these numbers as default values because I know that these numbers, when I made the part, actually gave you something that makes sense. Because if you put an unrealistic number, for example, hypothetically, if you put W equal to 10 miles there, then the sketch might become, self-intersecting. Or if you put alpha equal to 2,000 degrees, or yeah, I mean, it may do it. It's just that it's going to be, it may lead to a unrealistic graph, a self-intersecting graph that cannot be padded, etc. So I'm going to use these numbers, okay, as default values when I create my parameters. I go up here. So let's start with length. So this is going to be length type, type length. Click on it. My first one in the tree is W, I believe. Yep, W. And the value, the default value in front of it, or the number in front of it, is 5 inches. Apply. A new one. The next one in the tree is R top, big R T O P. Yep. And the value that I have in the tree is 2. You don't even have to say apply, just say a new one. just watch out, make sure they are created, because of occasionally didn't pay attention to it and it was not created because, you know, our bottom, big R BOT, our bottom, and the value that I am using for it is 1, new one. The next one in the tree is big L, that's the pad length. I will make it 2, new one is going to be, oh, the new ones are length alpha, or parameters alpha. So I'm going to change that to angle, okay? And the name of it obviously is not going to be, this one is already created. I want to delete, see this length 5 is already deleted, is already created right there. So I'm going to delete it, okay? And now I'm going to do, if you want this thing to be sorted out according to a parameter list, called rename, shows it to you like that. Next one is angle, so it's going to be alpha, and the value I believe is 100 degrees. A new one is beta, also angle, and I have it in the tree as 110. Really doesn't matter because we're going to change. And then when we are done, you can say apply, or we can say okay, and notice that these are all selected or created here according to the way I want it. Okay, now you're going to go and make your nominal part. So on that vertical plane, I will sketch. And the different ways you can do that, so I leave it to you to decide how you're going to proceed. Let's say that I want to, I don't know, do this, and then that arc, and then that arc. Okay, so that's entirely up to you. So let me actually start like that. Let me start. Yeah, let me start here. Go there and go there. We'll clean it up. And of course, I'm going to mirror these with respect to. Oops, hang in there. Mirror this and that. Control that with Control Z. Let's try it again. Mirror. Let's read this thing what it says. At the bottom left corner, select the set of elements to be duplicated. See, at the bottom left corner, it tells you what to do. You select this, and I think you need to select control. I guess not. Hang in there. Let's try it again. Let's select mirror this. Okay, I guess you have to do it differently. Okay, this with respect to that. Wow, that was like pulling a tooth. So okay, so and then we're going to do our circle. Maybe this one. And then obviously I want to trim these two. Where's the trim here? Quick trim. And this and this. There. Okay, and then I want a little circle down here. So the center of it is over. Oh, let me see now. What is the center? Where's the center of that thing? Yeah, the center of it is at the intersection of these two lines. So good. Quick trim this and that. At the end of the day, this is what you have to do. You do it any way you want. Okay. Now let's give dimensions so that they're consistent with this instructions here. So W, alpha, beta, and R top and R bottom. Okay, let's do the dimension between this end and this end. That's going to be my W. Okay, dimension, this is going to be our top. This is going to be our bottom. The angle between this line and that line, that's going to be your alpha. And the angle between this line and this line, I believe this is going to be your beta. Is that correct? Yep, that's beta. Okay. Very good. So exit, pad it. Fine. Okay, so we created a nominal part. Now we're going to go to f of x. You click anywhere on the part or on the tree, and all the dimensions that you want to assign are going to be there. So for example, I want this guy to be add a formula equal to W. Now W you can either create it from or select it from here, or you can select it from the tree. It doesn't matter. There's your W. You got to put the W there. All right. That guy is the angle. Add a formula equal to, that is your alpha from the tree I selected. That fellow is your beta. Add a formula equal to beta. Okay. This is our bottom. You select that. Add a formula equal to our bottom. The padded length is over here. You can see that. This add a formula. That's equal to L, I believe. L. So we have done all the dimensions here. The only thing that we need to do is to name take care of this name here. So if you click on the very bottom, it gives you all the information about this part, including part number, right? Part number. Where is the part number? Got me somewhere here. Part number, right there. Add a formula equal to that name that I used here, right here, name. And let's go check it out. Okay. Whoa, you can see that there was a problem in the sketch. There's something wrong in that sketch. So let's go fix it. Let me undo this. Let me undo this. Go to that sketch. That sketch, right? Something that's not constrained. Let's see now. This is on the continuation of those two, right? That should be okay. Let's check that. I'm not sure actually. This control that. Let's try it again. This point control that. Are they coincident? Yeah, they're coincident. Let's check the other side. This point control that. Coincident? Okay. Hopefully that will not happen again. Exit. All right, so let's try it. Let's try this. For example, let's try with L is obvious. L is the padded thickness, pad thickness. So this is the easiest one to check. What do I have here? 0.2. Do I have an equation for 0.2? Did I actually? You know what? I just realized something, that all of the stuff that I did got wiped out. Now, why it got wiped out? I'm not sure. Maybe I canceled the f of x. I'm not sure. Let's go back and do it. Hey, happens. You go there, click on there. Unfortunately, we have to do this thing again. So this guy, add a formula equal to W. You see, as soon as I do that, these equations pop up. Why I lost it last time, I'm not sure. It shouldn't have happened unless I did something really dumb. So this is add a formula equal to our bottom. See, here's my second equation. This one is our top. Add a formula equal to our top. See a third equation. This is the padded. This is the padded length. Add a formula equal to that's your L. Okay. This is the angle alpha. Add a formula equal to angle alpha. And this other guy, add a formula, is your beta. The only thing that's left to do is the part name. Now, part name, you won't have it in this list because this is all the information about path. So if you click on the very top, it gives you everything, including the part number, which should be down here, part number, add a formula equal to that name, and we say OK. And we say OK. And the tree, you see that these things were lost it last time. I don't know why. Oh, that's good. So notice that I said it's easy to check the L. L is very small here. You can see that if you make L equal to 1, it becomes fatter. Okay, good. That's working. Let's check the material. Material, let's go from aluminum to brass. What should happen is at the very bottom of the tree, it should become brass. Right there. You see that? Name. Name is up here. It's called dummy. It says July 2023. When you do that, the name of the part instead of dummy, it becomes July 2023. Okay, very good. Let's look at W. W is this length. So let's make this thing 7. Remember, if you put unrealistic numbers, it may have a self-intersecting sketches, and that's going to cause a problem. R top is at the very top. So let me try that thing as 1. Let's see, 1 works. Yeah, sure, why not? Yep, okay. How about beta? Beta is this radius, not beta. This R bottom is that very bottom one. So let's make it 2. Okay, R bottom. Do I have R bottom here? Something equal to R bottom right here. Let's check. Try it again. R bottom. Let's try it as 1. Oh, let me try 3. See what happens. No, something is wrong with that R bottom equation. We have to fix it. Definitely something wrong there. So we have a choice of doing it now or fixing it later. So let's actually find. Oh, look! They both say R top. So this should be this, right? Should be bottom, R bottom. Okay, good. Not top. Take the top out. Okay, that was the top one. The bottom one is right here. You see that? This is still not changing here. Not changing correctly. So bottom one is right here, right? So cancel that. Let's go find out what's going on here. This the 15 and 16. Okay, so let's try our top. Make it 2. Oh, you know what? I had the wrong stuff here. I should have reversed these things. So this should be our bottom. The other one should be our top. This is what happens when you rush through things. And which one I changed? Can't remember. This is our top. I can't remember which one I changed. Terrible. Yeah, I think that's okay. So let's see now. The top one, let's make it 1. Here's the top one. Let's make it 1. This is changing. The bottom one, let's make it 2. Better change. Yeah, it does change. Okay, very good. Alpha, let's make it 90. Right there. This angle, alpha is 90 degrees, and alpha was this angle. This angle. Yeah? There is something that I don't like here. And the center, the center must be on that line. Definitely there's a point deduction here. Your beta is okay. I can check that. Beta, if you make it 90, that's okay. See that? These lines pass through the center, but there's definitely something wrong with the top one because I thought that, you see, that's the same mistake that I had before. So I want this point, control that point to be coincident. Right. Now it's okay. Now it's okay. The other one, you would have lost marks if you did that thing on the final. All right, folks, so that takes care of this whole thing, and good luck.